Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So June babies, I have not forgotten about you. It is your turn today. So it is June's birth month mini. For the base color, I first applied LA Colors in Go Bright. And on top, I applied LA Colors Mermaid Magic in Crystals. Thought that would be pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do your birth month bird, butterfly, birthstone, birth month flower, and then a celebratory nail. So we'll start with your birth month bird. So I always have little things I can show you. Okay, so the birth month for June, or the birth month bird for June is the dove. Doves are often associated with peace, tranquility, and love, making them a fitting symbol for people born in June. Okay, so also I've got this picture here just so I can get my colors correct. Okay, so I'm going to go to Maniology plate M569. It's my main bird plate that I have. I'm going to use this one here, like it's got already got a little uh, flower with it. And we actually have some doves here. I often hear them. They sound so pretty. And I often see them in their pairs. So I'm going to use Maniology's Acorn B498 for the pickup. You know what? Actually, upon thinking about it, since they typically are in a pair, let's do one of these. I think I'm gonna go with this one because of the nail I'm using. I think that'll fit. This one should too, but I think this one being more, top to bottom would fit best. So let's do that. And I'll get that bottom piece off here in just a minute. Also, I should have mentioned, I will go with what seems to be the traditional pick for your birth month. Um, so if it is different than what you may know, it's just I went go with whatever I get the most of, or if I can get the traditional. So your butterfly, the birth butterfly for June is the white morpho, which I've never heard of. This butterfly is often associated with peacefulness and beauty. With its soft white wings and sometimes hints of other colors, it's known for its delicate and graceful flight. Now, I have seen here and there a white butterfly. They're small than what I've seen. I don't know if that's what those are, or I never knew what they were actually. But this is what it looks like. I don't think I've seen one of these. The ones I've seen look, I don't I don't remember them having any dark on there. Very pretty, kind of angelic. So I'm gonna go to plate M369. I always use this one as well. One of these shapes fit it the most, but I really think overall I'm gonna go with this one. I think it'll match. And of course we'll reverse stamp to get your colors. And I'm still using Acorn. So basically that should take care of the little black dots that are on your butterfly. Plus, it'll give the outline. If I picked it up in white, I feel like it's gonna get lost because the main color is also white. So I do want to have some outline. Okay, so for your birthstone, it's a bit interesting. So I got a few things I'm going to read. So first of all, the traditional birthstones for June are pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. While pearl is considered the most popular, moonstone and alexandrite, sorry guys, I couldn't pronounce that well, are also associated with the month. Okay, so it's these three, very pretty. And this is how I ended up picking your base color. Try to do your traditional birth month color. So it says June's birthstones and by extension colors are varied and beautiful. Traditionally, the pearl is considered the June birthstone, and its colors range from white to cream to light yellowish brown, which is why I decided to go with this. The modern birthstones for June include alexandrite and moonstone. Alexandrite is known for its ability to change color from green in daylight to red in the whoa, incident. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna know that later. And moonstone is prized for its blue to white. Oh my gosh. Whatever that word is. They tripping me up here. Um, so pearl is your traditional. So we are gonna go with that one, but I did think that was interesting that you got three to choose from if you wanted to. So since yours is pearl, it doesn't have, like, bling to it, and I typically add some bling. So I'm still gonna go to my plate for maniology M277. It's a circle, so we'll go with this one. Um, I'm not gonna add the layering part because it doesn't have that bling to it. So what I'm thinking to do is I'm gonna pick it up and go ahead and place it in Bam White. So that's B170 for maniology, and that'll just help that to show up for me. And then I'm gonna get a pearl color and do that over again. I just that way it'll show up. And also because I do have the glitter on there, you can see where it's placed. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and do that off camera one more time to kind of basically cover that up. Okay, so I've done that. And what I'm thinking is I could just color over it, but I think what I'm gonna do is go to Maniology's Frozen B316, that's a pearl tone, um, and go ahead and stamp that. I may go ahead and do that twice as well, just to get that opacity that I'm wanting. Okay, let me get an extra piece off here. So don't want those on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Okay, so I also went ahead and used my brush to hide the glitter some and then re-stamped over it. And I may mess with that more in a minute. What we could do is go ahead and do the lining in white, but I'm not sure yet. That might throw it off. So we might come back to that part. All right, and then your flower. The birth flowers for June are the rose and honeysuckle. Roses symbolize love, passion, and devotion, while honeysuckle represents happiness, and lasting connections. Okay, so I have this picture. I've never seen honeysuckles with pink on them, I don't think. The ones I see mostly have yellow. Okay, so we're going to use Maniology Plate MXM 118, which one of our nail friends had gifted me. So on June, they have a rose. Not These don't really look like a honeysuckle to me. So what I'm going to do, I think, to keep your lighter tones, is I'm going to end up doing the rose and white. 'Cause your butterfly is white, doves are a lighter tone, that way we keep that throughout. But I'm gonna pick it up let me see, let me think. So the bottom for the stem, I'm gonna use Emerald City B514, and the top portion I'll use Acorn, that way we can still reverse stamp it. But I'll also probably add something over here. Okay. If they blend together, it's okay. Yeah, you can't even barely see the green. Let me get these extras off. And that's okay. I can always color over the stem. Okay, also real quick, what I'd like to do is, although it's very tiny, I'm gonna go ahead and get June and put it above your pearl because just give some oomph to it. And I'm gonna come back to get some of these for your flower and decide if we were not gonna add anything else. It's so super tiny. Okay, and then I'll decide if I'm doing anything else to it in just a minute. Okay, so we're gonna start with your doves. So they are kind of like a off-white on the upper portion. Yeah, they have got that dark tone there, and then it's kind of like a what do I call this? A brown toned gray. So, okay, so for their head portion, we'll go to Candy Mayo 938. It's kind of my off-white tone I like to use. Let me see. I was trying to decide which brush. We'll do their beaks different here in a minute. It's kind of got this dark portion right here. That could go actually for the darker tone. Well, this one has it. This one don't. So I think I'm going to take a bit of Candy Mayo 941 and Maybelline Serene Steel and kind of go between those two to get the color tones. And there's some greenery on here. We'll get that as well. And then for their beaks, I think I'm going to take just that gray. I'm going to see if I can maneuver some of this. Taking some of that off white. See if I can't. If not, I might could apply a little bit more once I'm got them placed. Okay, so for the leaves, I've already done their beaks with that gray. I'm going to go to Maybelline Tropic Talks. And for your butterfly, since it's all white, I'm gonna go ahead with Bam White because I don't want if I use my, other color, I just don't want it to, like, uh, bleed. Sometimes I can tell they kinda smear. So we'll just do this one. And it's already since it's already got the dark tone on there, I don't need to color that. Happen it just to not make it peel up. So do I have any June babies here? If I do, have you already had your birthday or is it coming up? And if you already had it, I apologize that I didn't get this up on time. Holding it up to the light because I can see some pieces I'm missing. So yours is easy because it's just a white butterfly. But I'm gonna leave the outlining so that it does look more like a butterfly. Now for your rose, since I've already got some of this white, I'm gonna go ahead. We'll just use that. And then we'll do your leaf green, of course. And I'm back to Tropic Talks for the leaf. Let me go ahead and get my thinner brush here. Those are little. What I'm also gonna try to do is take it and kind of draw a line down because it didn't do too well. And then we can go ahead and look at it. All right, we're going to go to plate BM-XL214 for maniology. Get your cupcake. We're going to get this one here and pick it up with Acorn. And I will take off that little face. So my dad was a June baby. Actually, his birthday would have been yesterday. So it's his heavenly birthday. Okay. Take off the bottom piece I don't need. Okay, now we're going to go to Maniology plate M079 and get Make a Wish. Pick that up in Acorn and place it. Um, Also, next month, July, is going to be the 1 year mark that I've started doing the birth month manis. So, thinking I'm gonna, at that, because I've done the same for everybody. So, it was fair and everybody had the kind of the same, you know, birth month images, like your butterfly, bird, etc. So gonna probably switch it up. Thinking about just kind of doing like your color and I don't know, just decorating them, things like that. So we'll see. Okay, and then I'm gonna get your party hats. I'm gonna pick them up with Bam White. Let's see if it's even gonna show up the way I want. So I typically do pick those up in your birth color. I got so many extras to get off here, but it's kind of looking okay. And we'll get this one. Yeah, so I just wanted everybody to be able to kind of see what their birth month things were. But since that'll be the 1 year mark for doing it, I figured, well, probably time to do something different. I think I got a tear on this. A stamper. Wait, that one's that. Okay. Making sure I had them turned the correct way. Okay. Okay, so let's do the bottom portion of your cupcake in that off-white tone. Yeah, it took it off a bit. This color must be getting wonky. Okay, so I just put extra on. Okay, and you got a little cherry on there, so we'll use LA Colors in Maryland for that. So since your colors are white and cream, for your icing, we'll do paparazzi and buttermilk up. It's kind of a yellow, but kind of also a creamish tone, just to make it a little different. It is very close to your base color, but it is different at the same time. And then we'll also do like finishing touches, things like that. Okay, we'll add your pair of doves. And then your butterfly. Okay, we're gonna get your rose on and your cupcake, and we're gonna come back and do some things. Okay, let me set that one aside. Get cupcake on. So we're coming back to this plate. I'm gonna grab Emerald City back out and let's add some greenery. Okay, we'll get this one, maybe this one. Actually, you know what? I want to do this one. Let's do this one and then maybe the other one as well. I'm always changing my mind. So let me get that little whatever star thing off. Okay, add it. And actually, let's do this one. Kind of. matches the other one. Okay. And put it on the opposite side. This may not show up too good. We can still do it though. We're just gonna get this ribbon here. I'll pick it up in Bam White, put it with your flowers. So what I was also thinking was getting this ribbon right here, but let's pick it up in Frozen and see if it'll show up under your pearl just to bring some oomph to it since it doesn't have like the bling. Now it's got this like a shimmer to it, but see if we can't. And I did add June, but see if this won't kind of do something. Let's put it down lower. It only shows up a little. So maybe Bam White was the answer. So I am just going to repick up in Bam White and just place it over it. Okay. Yeah, we can at least see it better. Okay, now I'm going to come back to Bam White. We're going to get what I'm calling your candle. It's actually a firework, but I use it as a candle. One of the oversprays is coming off on my hand. So on the caps, if you ever have that happen, apparently that is what it is. So it must be Bam White because that's the last thing I used when I noticed it. And also one of our nail friends shared that you can take acetone and clean your tops off to get the overspray to come off so it doesn't do that. Okay, so there's your candle. Okay, also, I didn't like your bow color. It just wasn't showing up good under your pearl. So I decided to go back with Acorn and redo that. So I have placed it over just because I've used Acorn throughout. That kind of just helps bring that color more so than other colors. All right. So we could have left it off, but I did go ahead and include it. So June babies. We have your pair of doves, birth month bird, your white morpho, which I had never heard of, birth month butterfly, your pearl, um, did it in frozen to bring in that pearl tone, applied June to kind of bring some oomph to it, went ahead and did the bow to, to still kind of pull it together a bit. Now we could have left it off, but I felt like it was kind of missing something because it don't have the oomph, like the bling tone. And then I chose to do the white rose to keep that same color, lighter color tone throughout. And I went ahead and applied a little bow this time in white as well, excuse me, and added the greenery to pull it together. And then make a wish with your party hats. I did those in white to keep your lighter tones still coming through. Your cupcake got the white tone of cake mix with the cream tone of icing and your white candle again to keep those same color tones coming through to match your pearl tone, and added that glitter in the background just for some fun. So if you already did have or you are about to have your birthday. Happy birthday, friends. I hope you did have or do have a wonderful birthday and do all of the fun things you want to do and eat all of the yummy goodies you want to eat and enjoy your special day. I do greatly appreciate you watching. I really hope you did enjoy, and I will list the maniology products I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day, and I love you, friends. Bye.